how Elon Musk and Donald Trump are giving us a masterclass in communication. So, step one, if you're in a relationship, do not air out your laundry publicly. You should never do this, never name call, and don't throw your, stuff out in their face and call names. Now, I don't know if this is happening for publicity reasons. I don't know if they're really upset and they're just two narcissists going at it and losing, getting a little crazy and obnoxious over, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and True Social. And if anything, it's created so much attention around them that it would be also a masterclass in publicity. So they're doing two things that are amazing. A, communicating extremely ineffective, right? If you have problems with somebody, go to them personally. Obviously, Trump and Elon have each other's cell phones number. They can give each other a call, and I'm sure they would divulge, hey, I'm not a huge fan of the big, beautiful bill. I think you should make adjustments here, here, and here. If Elon really had no idea about what was going on and they try to pass it anyway without him knowing, again, he could reach out and touch him and give him a call and have a dialogue over all this. They got the key to the city, all these things. But if we want to break this down into a masterclass on PR and publicity, because how many people are talking about them right now? Every eyeball and all of our attention is on what is Elon going to say next? Is Trump really in the Epstein files? Is he not? Is Elon going to pull back his spaceships from the U.S. and saving that? Is what is Elon doing next, and what is Trump going to do? They have created where all of our attention and eyeballs are on them, which is genius if it's actually true. So we're all dumb. We're all caught up in the mix, and we're all rooting for Trump or Elon. We've created sides. And if anything, what we need to do is always come together as people and help take this country over and stop paying politicians, lobbyists, and all that stuff. But that's just my own opinion, and that's a total side note. So if you're communicating, do not communicate in front of others. So if you're in a relationship and you're mad at your wife or you're mad at your husband, do not do that in public. Do not air that laundry on social media. Go to him afterwards and say, hey, I don't like how you said this in front of, my friends, or hey, this really upset me. Have a conversation. Obviously use the I statements, right? Like, I feel upset when you call me a name. Whatever. So if you're unfamiliar, you can Google the I statements and you can do that. The best thing is to understand is you always talk about yourself and your own feelings. Like, I'm not comfortable with you talking about my weight to other people. Obviously, that's a huge no-no, men, and hopefully you understand that when you're communicating. But this is even with kids. This is with people at work. These are all the communications you have. If you have a challenge with your leaders at work, go to one of them directly. Do not air it on your team's chat or any of those things, or in a meeting. Same thing, leaders. Do not do that with your people. Go to them directly and talk to them and work with them. Find out what they need help with, how you can serve them better. Because remember, you can only focus on yourself and your emotions and how you react. If something bothered you, it could be nothing in their eyes and they could have meant nothing by it. But that sigh, when you heard them sigh, it could have been an avalanche of problems and made you think of things that they didn't care about you. It could mean nothing to them. So find out the answers, connect with people, and ask for their help. Obviously, some people aren't going to give it to you, and that will quickly make you know, like, should I engage with this person or not? And if you get that answer, but people you're close with, one, you'll only become more closer when you can really express your feelings and be vulnerable with yourself, as opposed to throwing them under the bus by name calling them or treating them poorly because you're emotional and you're hurt, right? So if you're hurt You might need time to take a few deep breaths, right? Like Elon and Trump. Like, guys, take a few deep breaths. Don't just start, tweeting, or I don't even know what it's called now on X, but, posting stuff that you're making yourself look terrible as well, because you're looking petty in front of all of us, as well as Trump. You're just going back and forth. Yes, it's entertaining because we all get caught up in the drama. Like I said, it's a masterclass in PR because so many people are talking about it. If they're actually doing it for real, or sneaky to get in front of our eyeballs, then, shout out to them, because that's great marketing. And, that's what I promote and work with and help companies do, is to get as much attention and eyeballs. But from a communication standpoint, not a great look, for you personally and professionally. So again, if you have a loved one, a family member, a team member, an employee, or a leader, or you're a leader and you have your team, learn to communicate effectively, learn to use I feel statements, learn to bring it up with them and be direct. Sometimes you're going to have to say things that aren't that kind to them, but build that bank up of positivity. So for example, if I have Joe, who is a good friend of mine, and I'm always telling him good job or great work with this, or love the Jordan. So I'm building up his bank of good deeds or good things. This is a John Gottman thing with relationships. So I'm building up his bank and I'm making him feel great all the time. So then it gives me credibility to be able to say, hey, John, you're not really pulling your weight in this area. I need you to step up. So he has that trust. But if I never talk to him, I don't engage with him at all, and all of a sudden I just throw that out, well, Joe's not going to really respect my opinion or me saying that, because I never had his back to begin with. So again, always think about the long game and think about your credibility, your trust, and your positioning with the people that you're around and that you influence, if you do actually influence them. Otherwise, you're just speaking hot air and nobody will have respect for you. I know I bounced around a little bit. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any comments, leave them below. But again, like I said, Trump and Elon, let's get our act together. Let's step up professionally for the country. But if it's a masterclass in PR, smart move, fellas. And, I don't want to say keep it up because it's not professional. It just makes us all look bad as a country. But sure, other, dictators and presidents out there are just laughing at us. But, we as a country should look better, our optics and all that great stuff. And people, right? Let's get behind each other to build this country up. Let's not, let one president, make or break us, all that stuff. Again, let's all let us strive to be better. Here's to your success, and I wish you guys all the best. Take care. Bye.